She was like leaving the club, so she was driving home.
Mm-hmm.
This dude followed her home in this car.
Oh my God. He would actually like lock me in a bathroom. I wouldn't be able to go get ready with my friends.
I will still be attracted to her because she's beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like her. And in fact, I'm almost annoyed that I'm attracted to her. Like sometimes I'm like, like my will still get hard for her. Manifestation only works if you're a hot girl. AI is redefining how much girls can catfish. One of my friends told me the craziest thing. She was like, Zach, I got catfished the other day by this guy. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, yeah, I know guys can do it too, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? He looked older. He was bigger than his pictures. She's like, no, he personality catfished.
I was single 4.5 years ago. And that time versus here, I thought I knew everything. Oh my God, it's so different now. It's so different now. Yeah.
Oh, he's making me uncomfortable too. Aww.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Have you ever dated a guy who's either a sociopath or a narcissist?
I've dated both. I didn't even know what narcissism was until I met him. So it was by the book.
Sociopaths, narcissists are like less than 1% of like the population at large.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, how do y'all find all these? Like, it's like
fucking crazy. Narcissistic people, they can play a very good role and they can play what you want to be, what you want them to be.
The thing I never understood about love bombing is usually guys who love bomb are just like the guys the girls don't like.
If someone truly cares about you, you know, they show these things in little ways, right? And then if they truly care about you, then they won't hurt you and they'll pay attention to you.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit that subscribe button. I am Mohammed Mulai here with my incredible co-host Zach Evans and our special guest of the day, Beckie Joon. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Please introduce yourself, where you're from, how old you are, what do you do, all that good stuff.
I just tell my age? Okay.
I mean, you don't have to, but you know, you look 20, so.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You tell that to everybody, right?
But we want to make sure that people don't think that you're here drinking illegally. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely just turned 21. No, I was kidding. No, I'm 36. My name is Beckie Joon. I'm born and raised in Orange County. So California is just straight home for me.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
What do you do?
As entertainment side, I DJ and producing songs. Aside from that, I do a bunch of different things. So I was a talent for many years, and now I work in the corporate world. So
nice. Corporate world, meaning?
I work for in the electric vehicle industry.
Tesla?
No.
Okay, another electric vehicle company.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to stray away from that. I think I'm ready to move on. I want to move on to the AI industry.
AI is very up and coming.
It is. Yeah. I love it. I don't use it as often, but I see the benefit as a business.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
AI is redefining how much girls can catfish. It's crazy. I mean, guys too. Girls will do it more, but like guys can do it too. But it's insane. I had my friend send me this page. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, do you think this girl's hot?" You know, sometimes guys do that.
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh yeah, this girl's like gorgeous." He's like, "It's fake. It's literally auto-generated. Every image is auto-generated." But it's crazy because like I could kind of tell it's fake. Mm-hmm. But the only reason I can't because Facetune when I see it on real girls, I'm like, this looks just like the fake AI girls. It's like kind of fake. You can kind of tell it's fake, but you kind of can't too. You know what I mean?
So to help guys out, because I know a lot of guys single, they're on dating apps and they're trying to figure out who's real or who's not.
Yeah.
And the trick to it for guys is that if you text a girl, you ask them to send them a photo. And then an iPhone, you can actually see, if they send you the photo, you can actually see where the file is from. And if it is Facetuned, then you can actually see it in the description.
No
sorry,
way.
girls.
Interesting.
But that's the thing. It's kind of hard to ask, like, yo, send me a photo if you're like just starting to talk.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, you could say, you know, just making sure you're not a catfish, or whatever,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a good trick.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy
Helping
on the other
my fellow
side?
guy friends out.
Sure.
Yeah.
One of my friends told me the craziest thing. She was like, Zach, I got catfished the other day by this guy. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, yeah, I know guys can do it too, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? He looked older. He was bigger than his pictures. She's like, no, he personality catfished me. And I was like, she was like, he was so funny over text. He was saying all the right things. He was like hilarious. He's confident.
Yeah.
And then in real life, he's boring. And when she figured out, there's apps out there. It's like ChatGPT for Tinder. And they tell you all the like best lines to say. You can woo any girl, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, so, wow.
Watch out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that probably like that's pretty bad. Like, no, there's another, it's called something, there's something like that. And it's actually a term for it. Where like a guy would make this whole fake life of himself. Okay.
Tinder swindler, I think it's called. Yeah.
Well, swindling, and then, I mean, there's a whole show on it too, but not the swindler. But you just make this whole like life, because the swindler actually lived that lifestyle. He was just living off other women's money.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who's been catfish?
My guy friends. That's pretty much it.
Are you mostly like? Do you have more guy friends than you girlfriends?
I can say that I do, but my girlfriends are like, I do have a lot of girlfriends, but I have a few core ones. How
many core friends in general do you have? It sounds like you have a lot of friends.
I do. I have a lot of friends. Yeah, I mean, I have a handful of like besties, and they have their own circles. I know all of them, and since I was born and raised here, there's, people know people, and yeah. Know a lot. I guess I know a lot of people. I've been in many industries, so I know a lot of people in different industries. So
interesting. So, are you currently single? Dating, situationship?
I am currently single. So,
thanks, bro.
Yeah, I'm currently single.
It's recently out of a relationship, or?
Yeah, recently out of a relationship.
How long was that going on for?
A good amount of time. Oh, how long was the relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, it was 4.5 years.
Damn.
And then how long have you not been in a relationship since?
I'm not gonna say, but a good fair amount of time for me. Okay. I guess. I don't want to say.
You want to say how long you've been single?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Because
it's
don't want to be
a long time.
No.
Was it like 2 days?
I would say probably less than 6 months.
So now, okay, 4 years in a relationship, got out of one relatively recently. Mm-hmm. What's your opinion on like the current dating scene in LA, OC?
Oh my God. So, yeah, my friends, guy and girls, right? I was single 4.5 years ago. Okay, I was single for probably like 2-3 years. And that time versus here, I thought I knew everything. Oh my God, it's so different now. It's so different now. Yeah, it's so different. So like my guy friend and my girlfriend, they would kind of give me the rundown of everything. And they both said the same thing. So I'm like, oh, okay, so that's generally the rules, I guess. So I'm trying to like abide those rules and understand it. But sometimes I'm just like, the rules, whatever.
Why didn't you want to say how long you've been single?
Just because I know. That's a very good question that I don't know. I did say how long? Less than 6 months.
No. Why didn't you want to say it?
Good question. I just, yeah. I don't know. I can't tell you. I got eyes.
You got eyes on you? People are stalking you?
Yeah, I have people who stalk me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have people who knew my old addresses too. They would send me stuff.
No way.
Who are these people?
I was a model before, and I was like a whole like public figure in the industry. So I had fans, and they're very nice. They get my number. They have my address for however they got it. Please don't do this, guys. Like, yeah. So and then they would send me stuff, and it was nice things, or they'll show up to my events. They're like loyal fans, so.
Then they started showing up to your house.
They don't show up to my house.
Okay.
They know better.
Yeah.
What would you have done if they did?
Oh my God. Well, at that time I had roommates, and they're all dudes, so.
You want to hear a crazy story?
Sure. Oh, I got crazy. Oh yeah, I got some stories too.
So one of my friends was a bottle service girl.
Okay.
At Hyde. Have you been to Hyde?
Yes.
So she'd have this guy come in, kind of like older guy, right? He'd come in every single week, same day, the day that she was working, right? Mm-hmm. And at first he would come in like with his friends, everything's normal, he's just partying, buying bottles, whatever. But then like his friends like stopped going out with him, and he would just show up alone.
Okay.
And he'd always request, I want this certain girl.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I want her every time. He would come, and like if you're a bottle service girl, like you kind of flirt, you know what I mean? To like try to get a better tip, but like not like enough where you're like leading someone on. You're just flirting to get a tip. It is what it is, right? So then after a while, he started kind of getting creepy. Like he would ask, what time are you off of work?
Oh, God.
But like she would ask like all these like, oh, when can we hang out outside of your work? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yo, it's getting too much. So she told Hyde, like, don't put me with this guy. Put me with other clients. Right. Or, like, put someone else with them. So they put a different girl with a guy. And that night, she was like leaving the club. So she was driving home. This dude followed her home in his car.
Oh, my gosh.
And she parks in her driveway. And he parks like right behind her. And like, so she's like trapped between like the house. So she like calls the cops come. It's like crazy, right? So she goes and gets a restraining order on him. And at the court, like literally that she's getting the restraining order, he pulls out a wedding ring.
Oh my gosh.
And proposes in court. I'm like, where are y'all finding these dudes?
Oh my gosh.
Like, it was so crazy. I was like, I don't understand creepy guys. Just be tall, rich, and good looking, and play in the NBA, and you'll get plenty of girls. Stop doing this.
Play in
shit.
the NBA.
It's not that hard, Just be famous, rich, and good looking. You know?
Not that difficult.
No,
not that difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get the creep. I mean, creepy guys. What would your advice be for creep? Well, besides that, like, do you ever have like any creepy friends? That friends are creepy.
I mean, not like creepy,
and they can't help it. Like
friends, no. We've had people that were not right for the friend group. So like we don't really keep them. If we meet somebody who is disrespectful or not able to sort of hold a conversation without making people uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
I
feel like some people are just born that way.
Or just physically, just doing whatever they want without permission.
Oh yeah. That for sure.
Then they kind of don't last.
It's interesting actually. So like even like we have parties at this place, right? Whenever it's like a guy we don't know that well.
Yeah.
We're always like, you can come through if you bring a couple girls. And people think it's all about, they're just trying to get girls at the house, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But the real reason is guys who are unable to even bring one girl to a party. I'm like, why are girls that uncomfortable around you that you're unable to even have female friends to like bring to a party? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like a big red flag of like, okay, if you don't have any female friends, you're probably going to come to the party, creep a bunch of girls out. They're going to be like, Zach, who the fuck is this dude in our house? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah. That's a guy's way of judging a guy if he's creepy or not.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm very smart. Yeah.
I like to hear the other side.
Yeah,
because obviously girls, we know, oh my God, that guy's a creeper.
We had a friend, not a friend, an acquaintance, who was an acquaintance of one of our friends. And he came to a trip that we had, and it was like a group of us, bunch of friends, bunch of people. And he was making the girls very uncomfortable, but he was also autistic. So then they obviously didn't know that he was autistic. And so it was interesting because the moment we told the girls that he's autistic, the perception switched immedetely. And it went from, oh, he's making me uncomfortable to, aw.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And all of a sudden, it wasn't like he's making me uncomfortable. It was like, how can I make him feel more welcome?
Yeah.
Which was very interesting to me. But obviously, that's not advice for people to walk around and be like, oh, I'm autistic as soon as we make somebody uncomfortable.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, yeah, no, I've had a girl, it wasn't not in a romantic way, but like I met this girl on a cruise, a rave cruise that was supposed to work. And we hit it off, not in a romantic way. And I ditched my work and I just had the most amazing time of my life. I got in a lot of trouble. And then so we became good friends. And then I would meet her and she's from New Orleans. And then later on, I realized that she was telling like these weird stories. Like we would go to music festivals and saying like, oh yeah, like this music festival is made by my boyfriend and he's going to propose to me here. And da-da-da. And I just thought like, oh, she's just joking around. And people were just laughing at her telling her story. Then later I find out that that was all a lie. And she was schizophrenic.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it was a whole crazy thing. And then we're like, she apologized and all this stuff. But that's something like, it's weird. Like you just don't say that. But I wish you fucking told me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, why, what's going on here? I don't understand. That was a crazy time now.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Let me ask you this.
Mm.
Have you ever dated a guy who's either a sociopath or a narcissist?
I've dated both.
It's so...
I got stories for that too.
What's crazy? I want to hear the stories after, but
I remember, one, like for what, okay, the sociopath was, I dated a Forbes 30, under 30 guy, sociopath, so bored with his life. And he's actually well known in the industry. But his ex is actually on a TV show. And yeah, no, he would actually like lock me in a bathroom. I wouldn't be able to go get ready with my friends. Or like he would create like drama.
Lock you in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Like you put a chair on the outside or something you can't open
Yeah,
the
I
door?
couldn't get out and like I would have to stay here. And then
Like for how long?
not long before we go out.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
that's crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy stories of that. And then narcissism, of course, too. Yeah, so my goal is not to fall into that shit again.
Yeah.
No.
How
I'm
long were you guys
allergic.
together?
Huh?
How long were you guys together?
For which one?
For whichever.
One
Either.
of them was like off and on for like less than a year.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one was for like a good amount of years, like few years.
The one with the chair?
The one with the chair is like less than a year.
Uh-huh. So what's the story behind the other one with a good amount of years?
I didn't even know what narcissism was until I met him. So it was by the book. And some people develop narcissism. Like people have a lot of narcissism characteristics. Doesn't mean they're narcissistic.
Narcissistic tendencies?
Yeah, they have tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can be narcissistic. But being an actual narcissist is like a totally different thing. So like even like for narcissistic people to share their love with their partners is basically kind of like attacking and abusing them.
Wait, say that again?
Like attacking or abusing them, or just like it's like their way of their comfort, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like mental abuse, verbal abuse, whatever. It's when a narcissistic person has a partner, it's all like abuse in that way. And that's how but on the outside, they would hide that because they don't want people to know that. And it's not how they are intimate, I feel like. And I've read and learned.
The crazy part to me is, okay, almost every girl in LA that I've talked to have dated not only a sociopath narcissist, but like multiple. Like a lot of them, like most of their exes are like sociopath narcissists, right? But sociopath narcissists are like less than 1% of like the population at large.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, how do y'all find all these? Like, it's like
fucking crazy.
Have you seen X-Men?
Yeah.
You know, Professor X, he like does the psychic thing. He can like connect with any mutant on the planet.
Uh-huh.
It's like girls can like find the sociopaths like telepathically or something. I don't know how y'all, like if I was like a detective on a crime, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, we got to find the killer. The trail has dried up. There's no more clues. I would just have like all the girls on the police force download Tinder, go on a bunch of dates, and like whatever guys they like, that's a suspect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, how do you guys find all these?
Yeah. No, I don't know. They found me, to be honest. Like, oh my God, no. Like
What do you mean they found you?
Like I would just like meet up friends, and then for the sociopath one, I was meeting up friends, and then he just looks at me, and after that, like it was just like a target. I'm like, okay, like what's going on? And so like he really wanted me to be his girlfriend, and I'm like, okay, whatever, blah blah blah. Like I'll just get to know you, date you, whatever, and then next thing you know, they're like trying to like influence you, try to like manipulate you and do all this shit. Like he was trying to make me like dependent on him and all this stuff. Yeah, no, it's crazy. And then the other one found me and it's like, oh, like I was just out and about, just going out and then just by myself, going from one place to another, meeting up friends, and then next thing you know, like I'm with him, and then he was in my bed the next day.
So is it more of and this is always something I've been curious about.
Yeah.
Is it like, oh, they're really attractive and successful, blah blah blah, and they just happen to be sociopath narcissists, or is it like there's something about the sociopath personality that like girls kind of like and are drawn into? Is it more of like that?
Well, one, narcissistic people, they can play a very good role, and they can play what you want to be, what you want them to be. They know how to do that very well. Sociopaths, like they can do all that, but they just give no fucks. And then they just don't care. And then they'll give you like maybe like 10% of what you want, and then that's it. Narcissistic people, they do things like love bombing, and then after that they take that all away. So I don't know. I've learned a lot with all my experiences. So yeah. Love bombing
is the one. Like I get gaslighting. I get why gaslighting might like trick a girl. Blah blah blah. I get like a lot of the typical boy tactics. I understand it.
Oh yeah, boys.
The one thing I never understood about love bombing. Because I'm a recovering fuckboy. I used to be a fuckboy. Now I'm very shy and romantic. But yeah, back in my day, yeah.
Oh, romantic. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, well, that's a whole nother topic. But the thing I never understood about love bombing is usually guys who love bomb are just like the guys the girls don't like. Like usually the guy who like, hey, I brought you flowers on the first date. He says I love you after like 2 days. Like usually that's the guy like the girls get the ick and they're like, and he's probably like a really good guy, but like they're like, yeah, on paper he's good, but like we just don't click. Like there's something, we don't have a connection. So when the boys started doing the love bombing thing, I was like, this works.
Oh yeah, it does.
I was like, this is what the nerds always did, and it never worked. But apparently it's like a thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've learned what love bombing is too. But the thing is that like for the key is like it has to be consistent. If someone truly cares about you, you know, they show these things in little ways, right? And then if they truly care about you, then they won't hurt you and they'll pay attention to you and all that stuff. That's when you can kind of recognize what love bombing is. And that shit works on, I can see why girls like fall for that shit. And I think some girls do that to guys too.
But I guess my point is like, I'm confused why like, when most guys do it, it'd give you the ick or not. If a guy brought you flowers on the first date and was like talking about like kids on the first date or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is that an ick, I'm assuming, or no?
Like an ick, an ick is a term meaning.
Oh, it's like a Gen Z term that means like. Hey, I'm a millennial too.
I'm a little outdated on the slang, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't understand the Gen Z either. Like, I rode a bird scooter one time and like, okay, it's fun, whatever. But like, so an ick is like, it's like if you like a guy, but he does something that's kind of like, that makes me not attracted to you.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see. Yeah, on the first date, no.
So then how come?
I don't know. I'm a little weird because when it comes...
I don't think you're weird. I think most girls are like that. But
I mean, after I date you and later on, then you do that, I'm okay with that. But if you do it on the first date, I'll be like, not my type of thing.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
So then how come when a boy love bombs, like girls like it? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that the same thing? Or like, what's different?
So boys, they usually, for some reason, girls like assholes. I don't know why.
But isn't love bombing, at least perception-wise, the opposite of an asshole?
Yeah, no. So basically, that's why. Like, oh, like he's a fuckboy, and I think the whole drive on that is like, oh, this guy's never gonna settle down. But oh wow, he's giving me flowers. Oh, maybe I'm the girl. Maybe I can like change him.
I see.
Yeah. So like, recovering boy, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? You ever heard of the Madonna whore complex?
No.
So those are like the true boys, right?
This is a girl or a guy has it?
Usually guys have it. It's like the scientific term for fuckboys.
Okay.
So basically, Madonna whore complex is whatever happened in your childhood. When you grow up, you develop this complex. And what the complex is that you can have an intimate partnership, right, with your partner. Okay. But it kind of resembles like your mom or something like that. But you could not be aroused by your partner. It has to be like a whore or something that doesn't want you or like that type of thing or something like that. And you're the chase. You're there for the chase. But if you have that partner, like you have that healthy relationship, whatever, you just can't get aroused by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have heard that typically guys like they'll get in a relationship with more of like the good girl type, the girl next door type. Mm-hmm. But usually when they cheat, it's more of the girl with like the big fake boobs and like skimpier outfits and like stuff like that. So it's almost like their guys are more attracted to one thing, but they might like the other thing better. But attraction wise, it's different. You don't understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there's someone to take home and there's someone just like in your fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why. I don't think it's right. Like the whole, I don't think it's right to cheat, obviously.
Yeah.
Because like it's dishonest, blah, blah, blah. But I can see why people do.
Well,
I mean, like, okay, but the whole idea is that you want to find that person where like there's something deeper than that you can find, so you don't have to stray away and find that. I don't know.
When I think the problem is there's a difference between what people like and what people are attracted to. So, for example, I think a lot of the like fuckboy tendencies, girls are very attracted to, right?
Yeah.
And they'll say, I don't like fuckboys, but they keep coming back to the fuckboys because the guy that checks all the boxes on paper, he's a great guy, he treats me right, I took her home to mom, my mom loves him, the family loves him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the girls, this is the one I always hear, I just outgrew him. I'm like, what does that even mean? I feel like that's a cop out for like, you don't understand, but you're just not attracted to him but you like him, you're just not attracted to him. And then the fuckboys, it's the opposite. They're attracted to the fuckboys because they're edgy, they're dominant, they're confident. You know what I mean?
I can see that, yeah.
But then it's like, girls like, I don't like that because they're also the guys who will break your heart, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can totally see that. I had a guy like that I outgrew.
I mean, and that's the thing. I don't blame girls for it because it's the same with guys. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, if there's a super just beautiful girl, gorgeous face, great body, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm attracted to that. Let's say I meet her. She's a complete bitch, blah, blah, blah. I talk to her. She's like entitled, blah, 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 blah.
Do you like that? The asshole girl?
No, that's the problem. I will still be attracted to her because she's beautiful, right? But I don't like her. And in fact, I'm almost annoyed that I'm attracted to her. Like sometimes I'm like, like my dick will still get hard for her, but I have to be like, bro, what are you doing? I have to be like, bro, she doesn't deserve you. You know what I mean? But it still gets hard. Like I can't help it. It's like a biological fact. But I think it's the same with girls. When girls see the edgy dude, he's got a tattoo. Yeah. Oh, he kind of like gives me a little bit, but then why isn't he texting me back? It's like you like that. You're attracted to that, but then you're like, fuck this guy also. You know, it's like a dichotomy, but it's the same with guys and girls.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's hard to find someone that you like and like you're attracted to, but inside and out, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know, because it's true.
Yeah. Man.
I need to go on like Dr. Phil or something. Help some of these people out.
Oh, yeah. The one that Bad Babby sued, right?
Yeah. That's how you know Dr. Phil. You're not Gen Z. What do you mean?
I love Bad Babby though.
Oh, yeah. She's cool.
Her music's like stupid, but it's good.
I don't really know much of her music, to be honest. But
it's like so like I don't know. It's kind of raunchy, kind of like ghetto.
But speaking of sociopath, narcissist, fuckboys, I do have a theory on it. Well, let me ask you this: do you believe in like manifestation, law of attraction?
Until I get my 7 figures, then yeah.
That's how you know it worked. You're like, I've been fucking doing this for years.
I've been getting the little stuff. I've been getting I want to Taco Bell. Oh, look who there it is on the table. Yeah, no, I'm still waiting for the big stuff.
So here's the truth. I mean, you might get it because this is what I always tell people. Manifestation only works if you're a hot girl. Like hot girls can manifest Tulum. They're in Tulum, right? Mm-hmm. Private jet. They're in a private jet. It's crazy. If you're a dude, you can't manifest. If you're ugly, you can't manifest. You can say, universe, $1 million. The universe is going to be like, you go better work doubles at the dirt factory just to make ends meet because you're not getting no free handouts from the universe. The universe like, better hope Social Security is around when you're 65 years old because you're not getting anything, right? But the one thing that kind of changed my tune on it a little bit is, like I was saying before, girls always somehow find all the sociopath narcissists. I'm like, how are they doing this, right?
Yeah.
What I noticed is one of my exes, right? And this is a lot of girls. Every night before bed, she would stay up late watching true crime, right? Jeffrey Dahmer, serial killer, sociopath. Every night in her brain, she's thinking sociopath, right? And then the universe keeps giving her sociopaths, you know? So I'm like, maybe girls are manifesting the narcissist into their life.
Damn, I sure hope not that I'm doing that. Man, I'm trying to manifest something else.
Yeah, start watching Shark Tank.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I don't even know where it's on, like, besides YouTube. How do I watch Shark Tank without YouTube?
I don't know.
You know it's on, right?
It's on cable. It's on ABC.
I'm not going to pay for cable.
Yeah, no, me neither. Yeah.
Man.
That's hilarious. What other platforms do you watch aside from YouTube?
Honestly, I don't really have any platforms.
You don't watch TV? I'm confused.
I don't. I do. I just never really have my own accounts. I have families, friends, whatever. So,
So you manifested watching.
Oh yeah, no. So
don't even have to pay for it.
Yeah, I don't. I'm the only thing I pay for is Amazon Prime. But
that you could use somebody else's too.
That one I prefer.
No, but that's annoying.
Yeah, that's different.
My family uses my Amazon Prime because they're like, I'm like, just pay the $10, but they're like, no, it's free, whatever. And it's like they're always sending me like, oh, can you send me the 2-factor authentication code?
I know.
Like, send it. It's like too late,
bro.
And like it's like
you need some technological advice from me. They could
hack Amazon.
No, they could make their own account within your account.
Oh no.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's a thing.
You probably have to pay for a family plan or something.
No,
this is not Costco.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I have one. Me and my brother have our own accounts. One Prime.
Oh, can I just use yours then?
No.
I'm just kidding. No, I think that's the only thing. I just Netflix here and there, and then Hulu I would pay for, but I just don't watch enough TV at the moment. Too busy living my life.
That's good.
My single life.
Yeah. Your single life. Your single life sounds very exciting.
I don't know. I mean, it's okay.
Well, I mean, if you're not watching any TV, you got to be doing something every single day.
I try to. I leave it on the background, but.
And then what do you do in the meantime?
Talking.
With who?
On the phone.
Oh. Do you talk on the phone a lot?
Lately, yeah.
About what?
Life, friends, people traveling. Where am I gonna go? I'm planning to go to New York, visit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe Tulum too. I love Tulum.
Manifested that one too.
Yeah. I'm trying to buy a property over there. So
nice.
Oh.
No.
Why are you trying to buy a property in Tulum?
I love Mexico. I've been traveling there with my family for a while, and every time it's such a booming economy. So yeah.
Mexico and South America are the best. I tell people that.
I went to Colombia for the first time.
Medellin?
What?
Medellin? Or
yeah,
what part
Medellin. And I hung out with Pablo Escobar's brother.
No way.
Were you guys there at the same time?
I don't know. Oh, heads up.
Yeah. That's been happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was blind, and the reason why is because his Pablo sent him a letter, and it passed 10 people before it got to him. So by the time he opened the letter, there was a bomb in it.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I visited a lot of Pablo Escobar's like properties in Mexico and Colombia, and I even went to his grave too. It was pretty dope. It was pretty cool. And the house that he shot himself at.
So when you go on vacation, is it mainly like party nightlife? Is it mainly like museums, nature?
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to travel a lot. There's like a year like I just booked a plane ticket and I just traveled. I just got lost in the world and just went wherever I wanted to go.
That's sick. I hate museums so much.
I love museums.
Really?
I love art. Yeah. I love art, architecture, design.
I hate all of that stuff.
And I love living as a local.
Yeah, I like living as a local. Yeah. But in like...
You hate art?
It's not that I hate art. Okay, my first trip to Europe, I went with like my girlfriend at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like 7 years ago or some shit. And the day before the trip, she comes to me with like this 3-ring binder. And I'm like, what is this, babe? She's like, open it. Open it up. It's like 8 a.m., walking tour of the city. 9:30 breakfast. 10 a.m., Museum of Natural, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yo, like, I'm just trying to like chill, have a vacation. Like in real life, I was starting my business. So I was like,
Yeah.
She did modeling. She would like wake up whenever she wanted. She'd be like 3 hours late to a shoot. I'm like, now you want to be organized? Like, I'm trying to like chill now. You know what I mean?
I see.
So then we land in Germany. We get off the plane. First thing, I'm like jet lag. I can't sleep on planes. I'm tired. I'm jet lag. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. And it's like walking tour of the city. Jet lag?
Legged?
Jet lag means like...
I know jet lag.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Wisconsin.
Yeah. We say the best accents. But, so we're walking around the city with some dude in like an oversized button down. Here is this old church. I'm like, oh, it's an old church. Like, I hated going to church when I was little. Now I'm going like on vacation to look at this church. Then we go to another one. Here's another old church. This one's even older than the first church. I'm like, I don't care. And I'm so thirsty and hungry. And then there's no bathrooms because in Europe, they don't have public bathrooms or like public water fountains. I can't get water. Yeah. I'm thirsty. I have to pee. Then we finally get water. And it's like, I'm so thirsty. It's not even cold. And it's that sparkling water because they have like all sparkling water in Europe. Yeah. And I can't even like chug it fast. I'm just like, this shit sucks. Like,
and it's small bottle too. It's not even a big one.
Small. Yeah, Europe, everything's like tiny. Like the trash cans are tiny. Like the roads are tiny. Like, like tiny. It's like Hobbit Town. You know what I mean?
Hobbit Town. It is. No, it is. Like everything is like warm. You ask for ice. It's like all weird. And then like they'll look at you. It's like, the fuck, you want ice? What are you? I don't think they produce. Well, yeah, but I totally get it.
Yeah. It was like South America. I'm like, no jet lag. Everything's cheap. The parties are phenomenal. They have beaches. They have nature. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Like,
where in South America did you go?
Colombia, Argentina, Brazil. Brazil during Carnival was the craziest thing I've ever been in my life. They just closed down the streets, and people are just all on the streets, like going, like partying, going crazy.
Oh, where they wear like the feathers and stuff?
Or... Yeah. I mean, some people do, but yeah.
I know, like in New Orleans, they do that whole parade thing. What's the thing? That well-known
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras, yeah. And they were throwing coconuts, but they stopped that because they're throwing coconuts at heads.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, no. Carnival makes Mardi Gras look like fucking Amish land or some shit.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. I haven't really traveled much to South America, only Colombia. I usually go to like Europe or Asia.
Yeah.
But I think
like Europe's cool. I don't know. I feel like people just go to museums so they can tell their friends how cultured they are. Oh, I went to the...
I totally
Have you seen the Mona Lisa?
I did.
It's
twice.
Like this big. It's like, and you see it from here to like the fucking wall. You can't even see it. It's like...
Oh, yeah.
Because it's through all the security glass and blah, 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 you know?
Oh, yeah. No, I went to see her before that had all that. So I was actually got close.
You went to see her?
Mona Lisa.
The Mona Lisa, yeah. It's a picture of a girl, yeah.
I know what a Mona Lisa is.
Hey, no, you're right, Mo. Nowadays,
you never know.
She could be a they, them. We don't know her pronouns. You know, you never know what Mona Lisa is. You're right.
So you went and you see it the first time. And then the second time you were like, what, I forgot what it looked like?
No. There's a whole like railing. There's a distance thing now.
No, my question is, why did you go a second time?
Oh, I went, where was it? Paris. Oh, I went Paris twice.
I know, but why would you go see Mona Lisa twice?
Oh, not to see her twice, but the people I was with.
Why do you keep calling it her? It's an it.
Well, to be fair, again, we don't know
Well,
the
to Leonardo da
pronouns.
Vinci, it's a her. No gender didn't last.
It's not like you guys had a conversation.
Yeah.
I think she's just there. She's the most famous art in the world.
That's true.
In history, yeah.
She was a meme before memes were a thing. She was like the original meme.
Yeah,
you know?
she was.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
We got to go to Asia, though.
Oh, yeah, you.
What part of Asia do you suggest?
What do you like? Do you want to do like wild shit?
Asian girls.
Oh, beautiful. I would say Vietnam was a good one for girls. Thailand, of course, but you never know what you're gonna get.
No, I can read the room, I think. People say that. I feel like
so.
I would know. I would use my
so.
intuition.
Oh, you can have like the manliest, most masculine guys. They still don't know.
That's the crazy part, yo.
You know what? That's what we should do. We should test your.
Yeah.
No, let's do it. We'll put it on TikTok. Get 1 million views.
I would love to see that.
But you can't have a conversation. It has to be like you can't. But with a conversation,
I just
anybody
have to
could
look
know.
in like my first impression.
That's what it is.
Even their voice too.
No, their voice you can definitely. I don't think there's anything that you can change.
Yeah, you can.
No way.
Yeah, for injecting hormones.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nowadays it's getting really difficult.
Yeah.
Even have you guys been to the Abbey?
Did you say Kendall Jenner?
Caitlyn.
Oh, Kendall Jenner.
I was like, do you know something we don't know?
Yeah,
you heard it here first, folks. Caitlyn Jenner is a man.
Oh man.
I used to tell people there's 2 people I feel sorry for in the world, right? Ugly girls and short guys. I think it's really tough life being an ugly girl, and it's really tough life being a short guy.
I think it's tougher for a short guy.
Yes, because 2 things. Well, a couple things. One, I've seen some ugly ass tall dudes pull mad chicks. Like if you're 6'5", it doesn't matter. You just get 1 tattoo. Girls want to fuck you for no reason. You know what I mean? If you're short, it doesn't matter. You're good looking. Like you better be rich and funny. Like you have to have like 2.
Oh, yeah,
like rich and funny, or like confident and rich, or like something. You gotta have something.
And
you
gotta find that dime that's okay with being with the short guy.
Yeah, being with the short king.
Yeah. Should be more girls like that.
I don't really feel sorry for ugly girls anymore is because I went to the Abbey, and this
place is wild.
The place is wild.
I saw
one of the most beautiful girls I ever saw in my life.
As a man.
Yo, it was crazy. I thought I was in like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Like the whole time, it was like crazy. It was like.
So it was a man.
It was a man, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know till I talked to her, but she had the deep voice, so I could and the Adam's apple stuff. But everything else, I was like, it was like Transformers, like Optimus Prime, just like trying to put the best parts on. It was crazy, and I was like, yo, if a man can be the most attractive woman I've ever seen in my life, if you're already a woman. You could just become attractive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean, granted, it's a no. You'd have to do a lot of surgeries and blah blah blah.
Oh yeah. I mean, surgery, surgery can do wonders. It really can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. But no, I went to the Abbey, and it's been so long since I've been there. But I would go. There was a fight between 2 guys for my girlfriend. Okay, and they all rumbled and got kicked out.
Oh, an actual fight?
Yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
then later, one came back, and then later, the girl, her roommate, was making out with this gay guy, and then they did this whole thing, and then everything got mixed up, and I was like, what just happened? I don't understand. It's and someone told me, oh, you don't need to understand, just don't understand. This is what it is. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. No, I'm just from OC, so.
You're like, this shit doesn't happen in OC.
This shit doesn't happen in OC.
The OC guys come up, hello, madam.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, LA is I tell people it's dating on hard mode.
Hard mode.
Do you play video games?
I'm a mobile gamer.
Okay, usually you start, it's you can choose easy mode, medium mode, hard mode,
yeah.
or there's challenge mode. LA is challenge mode. It's there's sugar daddies, there's sociopaths, there's the OnlyFans scene, there's fake people, you have to navigate. I have some really good strategies for figuring this shit out. But,
yeah. Oh, there's so many fake people. I mean, I come across younger girls, and I would just hear them talk about things. I'm like, damn, they're just gonna learn. I'm I did not miss that at all. No.
That's funny. Last question. Is the green bubble a red flag?
The green bubble.
You get a text from a guy, the bubble's green.
Oh.
What do you think?
No, I don't think it's a red flag. But someone tried to say that to me.
You have an Android?
No, I have an iPhone.
Oh.
But I don't give out my number. I give out my Google number. And I had a guy that has like the biggest problem with this. Like, well, two. And then they're like, what is this number? Like, you don't have iPhone? And I'm like, no, I'm giving you my Google number. It's like, why the fuck are you giving me a Google number? I'm like, cause I want to give you my Google number. And the other one thought I actually had an Android. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like comfortable. So I'm like, okay, I'll give you my other number. He's like, oh, what? I was about to break up with you because you had an Android. I was like, what the fuck? Is this a thing? Is this really a thing?
It's a red flag.
Why is it a red flag?
Well, to me it is. Because I'm like, are you like a scammer? You know what I mean? Are you a scammer? Or
Okay.
did you get your phone from the government? Like, you know, like, or do you live in a third world country? You know, like, why do you have an Android, you know?
Android doesn't mean you're from a third world country.
Or you're a scammer, one of the two. Is Iran considered a third world country?
That doesn't even make any sense.
Like, if someone texts me the green bubble, I'm expecting the next text to be something like, so excited, the Americans just built a new well in our small village. You know, like, that's what I'm expecting for the next text.
Oh, man.
So
Every time I get, like,
excited.
a scammer thing, there was some time I got caught in a moment, in an emotional, I was, like, a very angry, pissed off moment, and I get a scammer. And I was like, oh, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, who is this? And so later I just said, oh, this kind of sounds pretty bad, but I just said, fuck you. And while I was eating, I just kept copy, paste, send. Copy, paste, send. I did that for 5 minutes. Oh my God. Scammers are ridiculous.
I got scammed.
Talk so much
Almost got scammed. Well, somebody was attempting to scam me.
Oh, they almost
yesterday. Did? No. Not even close. I don't know why I said that.
It's okay.
They attempted to scam me yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I had posted something on Facebook for sale,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just a ton of fucking scammers on there. But they've become better at trying to make it seem like they're real. So he replied with, very interested in this, can you put it on hold for me, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pay you now, and then, somebody's going to pick it up. And I was like, red flag.
Why is that red flag? I'm planning to sell stuff, that's why.
Well, it's a red flag because, and that's the thing, that's why they've become smarter, because like most people wouldn't think that that's a red flag. But nobody would actually trust you to pay you the money to hold it right off the bat that quick.
I think they do.
They don't.
Because I was trying to buy something,
Mm-hmm.
and then they canceled me because someone else was paid them first to hold it. Or maybe they were getting
No, it is possible, yes.
And I was like, damn, I really wanted that. Okay.
It's possible they got scammed, but even if that would happen, in a rare occasion that it does, there has been a long conversation going on already, where that person really trusts that you're going to actually hold it and you're a real person and you are actually selling this item. So there's a process you have to go through. If right away after 2 messages they try to send you money, then it's a scam. But it gets worse because afterwards he's like, oh, I just Zelled you. So they get your like email or whatever, and they're like, I just Zelled you $250. So that's what he was saying. But then you would get an email, and it's not from Zelle. Because you could go to your account and you could check that like the money hasn't come through. And the process with Zelle is like very seamless. Like, as soon as they send it, it just automatically goes to your Zelle account. You don't have to really do anything. So, but the way that he was trying to spin it was, oh, you have to click on this email and then verify it and then do all this shit. And I was going through it. Oh, like so my response to him was, I was at lunch with my grandmother and my mom. And I'm like messaging the guy and I'm like, oh, how do I check my email? Oh, I don't know. I haven't gotten it. I had gotten the email. Yeah. But I told him I was like, I hadn't gotten it. So he'd like waste some more time trying to like resend it. And then afterwards, the conversation went something along the lines of like, oh, I'm gonna send you another $250 because your account he was like, because your account doesn't has like a limit, so I have to like increase it for you. But when I send you that $250, can I make sure that you'll send it back? Right? And I'm like, what moron would just like fall for this? Like, this is crazy. And I was like, so my response was, yeah, absolutely, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so he's like, oh, I just sent you another $250, blah, blah, blah. And so I keep on the conversation going, trying to like waste this time. And my mom is like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, I'm talking to this,
games right now.
I'm just talking to this guy.
I'm
just talking to this guy who's trying to scam me. Mm-hmm. And she goes, what? And I was like, no, he's trying to scam me, but I know he's trying to scam me. So I'm just trying to waste his time. And she's like, no, why are you doing that to him? And I'm like, that every second that I waste of his time is another second that he's not going to spend scamming somebody else. And she goes, okay, well, that's fine then.
That's a good point, though. There's sometimes like you kill time with them.
Yeah, so the conversation ends up with me essentially saying, oh, I'm on the phone with Zell right now, and he keeps calling me, and he's like, no, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Blah, blah, blah. And obviously, I'm not on the phone with Zell.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, who are you on the phone with now? And I was like, I kind of was bored with the whole thing, so I said, your mom. And that's basically how it all ended.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That should
But there are people who actually spend their time trying to scam these scammers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's actually a guy on YouTube who does it and just like posts everything.
I never
managed to actually like scam them for thousands of dollars, which is just crazy. Yeah. He ends up gaining access to their accounts and then just like takes out all the money.
Oh, damn, that's pretty cool. I get fascinated with like tech, so
yeah, it's pretty cool
and like
stuff.
hacking, and it's fun.
I really appreciate. You don't hack?
No.
You said?
Yeah.
Well, I hope not. If you did though, off camera, you should probably be honest and tell us. Be like, we need somebody.
I'm just joking. Don't be scared.
She's gonna hack her Instagram.
We post something she doesn't like. All our lives are over.
Yeah.
Imagine we wake up one day, $0 in our account.
Oh man, that'd be wow.
You know your last name is spelled. Yeah.
Dear.
You knew that already.
Yeah.
Well, you have Persian friends, so.
Oh, I got plenty. Yeah, I know that. I like it. That's perfect.
Yeah, it was like, is she half Persian or like
I'm
what's going
half
on?
Persian.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
See, easily scammed over here. Mo's lost millions to scammers.
It's okay.
So you're not half
I'm
Persian?
not. No.
Okay. What are you?
I'm Vietnamese and Chinese.
Cool. Good mix.
We're like, what Asian country is the hottest girls? Vietnam, for sure. For sure, Vietnam. It's the best.
No, they're natural. Okay, well, not all of them actually. They have more surgery there now, but like yeah. Well, I mean, all Asians are beautiful in their own way, so.
That's a bullshit line.
Depends on what you like. If you like submissive,
but thanks for
this
trying
country,
to politically be correct.
I'm being politically vague to be correct.
Thanks for coming on the show. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.